You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. It has been an honor.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. This will allow us to wait while the Black Shields...
How small
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So wait.
Very good.
As you...
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which putting an end to the Black...
And so...
We'll keep them from
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now?
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filth could guard aught against... Die along with your flame! For Azaria! Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't set them flat.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
finish him. Nice try.
I don't see any...
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the...
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her.
And then it will all begin. I often wonder if the nation we once knew, her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was. Yet, for as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosaire...
So wait.
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the guard. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have... It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Zoe. If there is ever anything...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisti. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature...
Think I'll stick to the unfold.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, from spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has...
If it's my blessing, you hope.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. But you're made of sterner stuff. Fantastic!
So?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the Gaul. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely a beast, no doubt, most likely something that would make easy...
Does the book say?
Well, only that the sweetest...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
of
billets
these
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
Clive!
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a... Normally it only takes a couple of drinks. Something's getting him down. It's like I'm thinking he might if we...
Fine.
Knew you done...
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be.
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go, wait a bit, then...
Clive,
Here you go.
think you can help?
Oh, Clark.
The patron's whisper. Does that mean...
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside the... Is everything we've received and everything promised. Sorry, but you're not quite there yet. All in good time, eh? All done?
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your... I thought you might want to talk about...
I told you not to stick your nose in my business.
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You know, please, mate.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing, really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of leather. Made my stuff look like every... I should have brought the bastard thing there and then to there. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only going to go... If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems.
I couldn't agree...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help.
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. Karen. Blackthorn meant...
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, Sold didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it makes all his stuff to order. But the fella who commissioned it...
You don't know where we might...
Like I said, you don't trust hunters, Nate.
I see.
He did tell me some. Apparently, his next commission's for a...
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern?
Thank you, Karen. So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best choice.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who...
Good idea.
Back, are ya? I always thought I could teach the best of them. Oh. Not saying Fordian, do you? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Anything else?
A sea voyage this time, is it?
Typical nobles.
Part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal.
Back again, Lord Ros. What will it be?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for the Mother Crystal. There was a time when a true blood... As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
How did we never...
Typical nobles. Carrying on their walls rather than joining the fight.
It'll be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you weren't talking about destroying Drek's breath.
No. I spoke of Imran. It's what I need to do to put the past behind, and I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
This one. Get him! Go, Torgal! Attack! Go, Torgal! This one! Sick him!
All right. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Look sharp. Get him! I'm hurt, Torgal.
Help me, boy.
To me, boy!
Is something there, boy? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name...
Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pit.
It's not her who sent...
Well...
You should be. He's a master of his...
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare... And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like... I dearly love... Actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he's...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I... Short of showing him how to make the thing myself.
In that case?
I'd be much... Right. You send...
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's...
Monster's taken quite a liking to...
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clark? Did you find him, or does...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's... And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even...
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like... Here, Clive.
Camille.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And it turns out he's from Tabor. And again, but our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the...
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting that still. I'm glad you found him.
That was the idea. Clive's idea. Anyway, he did most of it.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets... Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing.
Looks like we won't be needing it.
As if there was a better one. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. Right, now that's thanks, Clive.
Clive. So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then? And?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Here you are. You earned this. Come again. I may have... more for ya.
Thank you for sticking. With us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
You're used to any. No, think. Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. white I thought Ambrosia... Speaking of brave, but... Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, You didn't think you'd seen them. You've been bad for business.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her.
This,
All right, then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock, eh?
Thankfully, they did.
Well, I'll be. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum.
Well...
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, Told you. And it's...
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a hard... Oh, stay right... Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobo...
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Anyhow.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. This one. Help me.
Over here! Maruda! To me, please!
We better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. A little worse, at least. When did you get so big? You all right, boy?